If you notice, I don't care no more.
Okay.
Wendy says you can do many styles with locks. Yeah. Yep. I agree.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So that's the brat. They had to clear that up. I wanted to talk about that.
What
that
else?
was in the news. Florida passes transgender bathroom bill. Real quick. They passed a bill. You cannot go to a bathroom unless it's the gender you were born with. So if you are a male who is transitioning into a female, you cannot go to a female bathroom in Florida. That's not going to pass. It did pass.
No.
It passed.
No, the point I'm making. They can pass a law, and y'all can agree with me. If a transgender like Ivana Cox, when she walks into a room,
thank you,
she's a woman.
This is a dumb law.
She walks into a washroom, you even cannot male parts.
She's a woman. Tell me Laverne Cox can walk into a male washroom and all the men don't turn around and go,
what are you doing here?
Or even other transgenders.
Stupid law. It's not gonna work.
To me, I've always said it, and I think I'm gonna keep with it. You can even have a third washroom, which is the family washroom that everybody has.
Yeah, go for that one.
Or if you are in a place that does not have a family washroom or any gender washroom, it just has a male and a female. You're just a mom and pop restaurant or whatever. Whatever the heck you look like. That's my opinion.
Because
if you are a woman and you look like a full-grown man with a beard and a mustache, I don't want you in my washroom.
It's a stupid law because it makes others uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They don't know what you are. If you a woman with your dress and you pull it up.
Coming in there with a suit, a three-piece suit, a beard, a mustache, and a deep voice. And you, hello.
While you washing your hands at the thing.
It's not legal for me to.
You can hear ladies scream.
It's not legal for me. It's not legal for me to go to a. And what does that do? What are you doing?
Oh, God.
Because now if it's the meter is you don't want somebody to look at you, then you got to pass a law that say gay people can't go to. If you are a man and you are gay, you cannot go to a male washroom. Because you're going to be looking at men's penises.
Oh, my God.
You're a gay man, right?
Oh, God.
That's a stupid law.
And I'm thinking of the men, whoever men that's listening to us, if you're in the washroom and at the urinals, that's what they call them, right? You standing against it and a woman come in.
With a skirt.
Lift her skirt up and do it with you. You going to go,
Madison.
What the heck you? Get out of here.
T.S. Madison comes in or Laverne Cox or whoever.
Thank you.
Storm Monroe.
Thank you.
You just want them to just go to your restaurant.
It's a stupid law.
And it's the reason for the law is because you want to say that you don't want somebody of the same sex in the washroom, then you got to ban gay people then.
Thank you.
Because a woman coming in as a lesbian is going to look at a woman.
This got to be, you said.
That's a stupid law.
You said Florida. You hit the nail on the head. DeSantis, who has a problem with the LGBTQ community, drag queens and all. Sorry. Oh my God. I can see women screaming with a man in there.
Yes.
Get out of here.
And
I'm a lady. I'm not a man. I'm a lady.
So with this story, there are a lot of transgender teachers and people that work in Florida who have quit their jobs and they're moving out
to Florida state.
Which is what he wants, though.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants you to leave.
He's putting the pressure on a lot of people that be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I get the point that he may not agree with the lifestyle. I get it.
But
because some people don't. And it has no reason to mistreat people and they have civil rights passed too. Because it's discriminating. Whether you agree with their lifestyle or not, whether you are spiritually agree with it or not, but the fact that you passed this law for an out appearance, if person goes in the washroom, usually they go in a stall.
Now,
so you don't know what they doing. If their legs is pointed towards the toilet or away.
Let me play the other side.
Stupid.
The reason why, and I've said this before, y'all can go back on all of our shows. Transgenders are like PETA. Because you push things so much, the whole sports thing and all of this, you got people on the other side who are now pressed on making sure you don't exist. or abolishing you because you're so much into what you're saying that you give no room, no nothing. Mm-hmm. And a perfect example is when I talked about Leah. Why are you, the swimmer?
Okay.
Why are you walking around a girl's dressing room with your penis hanging out?
Thank you.
You are the reason why DeSantis and other ones have backing to do that. Yeah. Because a woman at home with her daughter at high school is going to say, I don't want a transgender boy transitioning to a girl in my daughter's locker room walking around with a penis.
Thank you.
I don't care if his hair is long and he's wearing lipstick. He has a penis and he's walking around. Now, because you push things so much, you have the regular soccer mom with DeSantis.
But you know
whereas if you would have decorum and say, you know what, I still have my male parts. How about this? We use your restrooms, but we don't change in front of you.
Hey, what about, I'm wondering too, will they get to a point where this will, the laws would change as they change physically?
You can't, how you gonna do that?
Well, I'm just saying, because think about it, the swimmer person you just said, they're already saying as far as not being a part of the sport. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, he had everything done physically, surgically. So now he has the female part.
But that's still
now,
not. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it would almost have to be, you have to have the sex change.
And that's still wrong, because what about people like we said, Laverne Cox and T.S. Madison?
Then Laverne Cox would still, like I'm saying, that law won't help her. The law would still mean she's physically outside.
Right.
But the moment you take your clothes off, people can now see what your real sex is. But
that's what this is for. You can't go to the restroom.
They don't see you pooping
in
all
a
that.
urinal. You do. I'm saying have some decorum.
Oh, well.
I'm saying have decorum.
And Laverne Cox probably wouldn't do it outwardly.
That's what I'm saying.
She'll probably go into a stall.
But it's people like Leah who walk around with their penis hanging that make these laws. It makes the soccer mom who would have normally been kind of like, okay, if it's Laverne Cox and she needs to go to the washroom, and I can understand. Why would she have to go to a man's washroom? The same, like I said with Peter. Maybe I won't eat, you know, a buffalo burger or something, or some exotic animal or something. And maybe we should look at how chickens are being slaughtered.
I know some
they make it where you like, you know what? I don't even care how chickens are being slaughtered.
We have heard of some places that have created transgender washrooms as well.
That's what, right.
A lot of places are doing that as well.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to play the other side when they are so much into, you got to listen to what we want. You got to do what we want. And you alienate a whole group of people who could have been advocating for you. But because you do that, people like DeSantis can pass these laws. And not only is it going to be passed here, but buddy, get ready. All through the Bible Belt, it's going to be passed. They're going to pass this law in Mississippi, Alabama, Kentucky, all of those places, Georgia, everywhere. Because you don't want to give, you don't want to allow people to wiggle room. You think it's okay for a man to 8-foot tall man to swim against a 5-foot tall woman.
Parade around naked as the man, transgendering to a woman.
I'm really
other women.
I'm a woman. I just haven't had my reconstructive surgery yet.
And the women are all standing there going, you got a penis.
Or the other way. A woman transitioning to a man, and she going into the locker room, and her breast, she walking around with her breast.
And you
don't think these guys gonna look?
They're gonna be like, I don't care what you
She's walking around with breasts in my locker room.
Oh my God.
All I'm coming to do is play basketball and golf.
I don't need to
I'm not trying to watch a woman with a vagina too.
I'm trying to get my head together to play this game.
The only difference I see with her, she got short hair. She could be Jada Pinkett Smith, all I care. She walking around with a breast and a vagina. Right. With a bald head like Jada Pinkett. She's still a woman to me.
Getting ready to play on the basketball court. Yes, I don't understand why they don't even understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and because and if you speak out against it, you're transphobia.
Yeah, you don't like women.
You don't agree with people being transgenders.
Yeah.
You don't support the trans.
We should have our freedom to go anywhere we want.
Like Peter.
What our bodies
I should be able to throw paint on this woman's fur coat. Aretha Franklin said, I wish somebody would throw paint on my coat.
And she sure did wear her fur coat at the White House when they did that ceremony.
But because you do that, because you're throwing paint on people's coats, then somebody who normally would have said, you know what, I'm not going to buy a fur coat. Mm-hmm. I don't really need it.
We're taking them serious.
They're going to buy it just because you're throwing paint on it.
That's true.
So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm playing the other side to this and letting them know if they don't let up and quit acting like if you are not for everything that we say, then you are against us, then more of this is going to happen.
Yep.
And that soccer mom and that other mom and all of those women who normally would have advocated for you, now they don't care. They're going to sit back and say, I'm not saying nothing. Because I don't want her walking around my daughter's locker room either.
Thank you. The kids looking at the boys' parts going, what is he? He's a transgender.
Right. So even though I don't agree with the law, I understand why it was passed.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Because people like Leah doing that. Where if you have some decorum, maybe people would not be so quick to pass laws like that. Because they'll be like, I've never had any issue with anybody transgender being.
And I understand. Which washroom could they go to?
But now, you got an issue. He got cases he can pull up with people walking around with breasts and penises.
Well, he can use that swimmer incident you just said.
Let's see. Just same thing with as Black people when we were fighting for our rights. Eve's still fighting for our rights.
Yeah, still fighting.
You're a Black man and a white woman married in the 1950s and the 60s
when it was illegal.
and 40s. Illegal. Nobody's saying you couldn't be married to a person of a different color, but are you really going to just be like showing up everywhere?
Or you get your hair blown off.
I'm just going to show up everywhere. These people got to deal with it.
Have some. And the sad thing is, it wasn't legal. And then when it became legal, people still was not. They didn't accept it.
Or you a Black person. You the first Black African American allowed in a white school.
Yeah.
Have some dignity. Those people walked in, they had their books, their clothes was together,
beat down.
Their hair was together.
They didn't want to be spat on.
They didn't walk in with ripped up pants and shoes. Yo, what's up, y'all? We here
now.
No, you're opening the door. Meet people where they are and bring them to where you want them. You don't just shove things down people's throats.
And in that situation, too, they were still fearful.
Well,
so they was going to come in like, oh, God.
I know, but you got to be the smartest in your class. Okay. You can't be a stupid Negro and you're the first one that's allowed in the class. And they ask you to read and you do your homework. Now, that part I agree with. You're the first. You're opening doors. Yeah. Leah, you're opening doors for transgenders.
Yeah.
In swimming. Don't walk around the locker room with your penis hanging.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm done. That's my rant. Okay. Wendy says, yes, it's too much. Sharon says, outright discrimination. They are working overtime to hate. Let me go back up. Y'all went way up. Let me see. I was ranting and y'all was typing. It's not my preference. Wendy says, it's not my preference. I just realized that African looks are good looks too. Yeah. Kiki says Northwest. All right, Kiki. I think Northwest is cute. Yeah. She look like Kanye though.
Yeah.
Emerald says Hennessy Marie is in Florida, and I bet there would be a lot of happy men if she decides to leave. Wendy says yes, it's too much. Sharon says outright discrimination. They are working overtime to hate. We agree. Emerald says, but ladies, that locker room situation already happened in the showers. Yeah. Wendy says every day we're talking about this. Yeah. Because that's what's hot right now. Sharon says, just great trans bathrooms. Once you have completed the process, there should be no issues.
Thank you.
Emerald says, I agree that if you don't fully embrace this new agenda, then you are considered discriminating. I agree.
But like I go back to say, we can end this. When you're Laverne Cox You're going into a woman's washroom.
Yeah.
With your outfit
and
on,
I want her
and
to.
Your nails and your hair.
I want her to.
Thank
and
you.
Every man does too.
So that law is going to be petty. It's not going to be listed.
Every man. Nobody wants.
No and what cop going to follow you in there to make sure?
No man wants Laverne Cox in their bathroom.
Washroom.
Or T.S. Madison.
Thank you.
Or Storm Monroe.
Okay.
None of them do. Trust me.
Go ahead.
All right. So real quick, Hollywood Unlocked. You know how they have a whole bunch of stories. Mm-hmm. I wanted to mention Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran had a song out, and they said that song, "Darling, I done been